Hello everyone. Our constitution came into effect on 26 January 1950. It was enacted on 26th of November 1949, but the day of 26 January was selected as that was the day when we had declared Purna Swaraj in the year 1929. In our constitution we have a separate chapter on fundamental rights, that is part 3. Fundamental rights are special rights given to the citizens of India, which are inherent rights of citizens, and even some rights are given to people. We did not have a chapter on fundamental duties, but we decided to insert one more chapter on fundamental duties in the year 1976 when the 42nd Constitution Amendment Act was enacted, and we had a separate chapter which incorporated Article 51A in Part 4A, which was newly inserted. This is a specific code of the fundamental duties for the citizens of India. It says that all the citizens shall have these fundamental duties. The first duty is to abide by the Constitution, to respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. This is the basic fundamental duty of every Indian citizen. The second duty is to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. Our founding fathers fought for the freedom of India with these noble ideals, and it is the duty of every citizen to cherish and follow those noble ideals always. The third fundamental duty of every citizen is to uphold and protect the sovereignty, integrity and unity of India. This is the third duty. The fourth duty which every citizen of India is expected to follow is to defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. It's our duty to answer to the call of Mother India whenever needed, and if it is needed to render national service, we should be ready when the country calls us. This is the fourth fundamental duty. The fifth fundamental duty as a citizen of India with a rich culture. So our duty is specified that it is a duty to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood among all the sections of the people of India, and secondly, to renounce the practices derogatory to the dignity of women. This is the fifth fundamental duty. The sixth duty of every citizen of India is to value, honor and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. It is our duty to see that our rich heritage is preserved. We should be proud of our culture of India, and we should value and honor this rich culture. This is the sixth fundamental duty. The seventh fundamental duty is protection of natural environment. That is, it says that the duty of each and every citizen of India to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures. So this is our seventh fundamental duty. The eighth fundamental duty, which is necessary for us to bring India to the heights of development, that is, to develop scientific temper ourselves, to develop humanism and the spirit of inquiry and reform. When the citizen develops scientific temper, he shuns all unscientific practices and he shuns all superstitions and brings India to the topmost peak of development by his spirit of research, reform and by the spirit of inquiry. So this is our eighth fundamental duty. The ninth fundamental duty of every citizen is to safeguard public property. See that the public property is not damaged, is not injured. We do not cause loss to the nation by causing damage to public property. It is a duty of every citizen to abjure violence. The 10th fundamental duty which every citizen has is to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activities so that the nation rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. When we strive towards excellence together, whether it is an individual or whether collectively we are doing something which is at the topmost excellent activity, then we see that the nation also develops. When a person develops and all people develop together, then the nation also achieves and it develops. So that is the duty of every citizen, to strive towards excellence. The 11th duty was added later on, that is in 2002, by the 86th constitutional amendment, where a new clause K which puts on this duty, the new clause K which is added, which imposed an additional fundamental duty, that is, every parent or guardian should provide opportunities for education to his child or ward between the age of 6 to 14 years. So this is a duty which comes along with the fundamental right of education, which was inserted by the same amendment in the same year, that was Article 21A. So along with that, this fundamental duty was also inserted. So now we have 11 fundamental duties of every citizen of India towards the nation. So summarizing this, we can see that we have duty to abide by the Constitution, to cherish and follow the noble ideals of the freedom struggle, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India, to render national service when called upon to do so, to promote the spirit of brotherhood, to honor our rich and composite culture, to have compassion for living creatures, to develop scientific temper, to safeguard public property and abjure violence, and to strive towards excellence. The additional duty to provide opportunity for education to the child. So this is a very important chapter which reminds us of our duties towards the nation.